Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You have this too.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
There must be some others in the atmosphere.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing
We're
queen.
getting ready, y'all.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate,
are getting
masturbate,
ready.
medicate.
God. Clovers. Who else loves bringing on movies? Yeah.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Taking a smoke break.
Sexy
Hey
sustainability.
guys, we are gonna do
Meditate,
the Halloween edition
masturbate,
episode.
medicate.
So, well, first of all, we have a fun recap for you guys, and then yeah, we're gonna talk about some Halloween shit. Halloween.
You are now
a
listening to
cheerleader.
Kimbology.
Kimbo,
Cheer
aka
for
the
my
traveling chafing queen.
Basketball player,
Sexy
aka
sustainability.
Michael Ricky
Meditate,
Jordan,
masturbate,
if you're
medicate.
nasty.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
There's so many moving parts to this, guys. You have no idea. RickDog, he works so hard. He works so hard.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
So this
Kimbo,
is the
aka
setting.
the
We
traveling
have a TV
chafing
in
queen.
front of us.
Sexy
See ourselves.
sustainability.
Meditate,
live, guys.
masturbate, medicate.
All right, we're moments away. Moments.
It's RickDog.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
We're live.
Hello, 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 everyone out there. Welcome back to. Sorry, I was asleep earlier. That was crazy. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Kimbology. You guys, we're here. We've made it. Me and RickDog were like, we gotta go live. We gotta go live. And we were like taking a nap earlier. We were all cozy. They've been playing Harry Potter all fucking day. So we made it to the podcast, guys. Welcome back to the show. And welcome RickDog, guys. Welcome RickDog from the RickDog Network.
Hey guys.
Yeah, he's here. And then if you guys are watching us live right now on like, say, TikTok, or we got YouTube in the building, we are Halloween. This is the Halloween edition.
Sorry.
So
I just got a cheesy spot. I'm just happy to be dressed like Michael Jordan. That's all. So I'm good. We don't even have to talk about anything. I'm good. My day is made.
he is so hype right now. So hype. It was funny because you were like very particular about details.
What do you mean?
You were like, I want a sweatband.
Yeah.
I want a wrist guard. I was like, oh,
Because
okay.
that's all he wears is the wristband. That's it.
Okay, well, to start the show, guys, we're really happy to be here. Tomorrow's Halloween, so that's why we're dressed up. And we had a Halloween-filled weekend, right, babe?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we had a really crazy, fun, fast pace.
It was a lot of fun. We
Yeah.
went on a little road trip.
We went on a road trip.
A road trip to Galena.
Yes,
and
we did.
it was actually more fun than I thought it was going to be.
So you weren't sure about having fun with me in Galena?
No, I knew I just didn't know what Galena was going to have to offer.
What it was giving?
Yeah, I've been to Galena a few times, and I enjoy me some Galena. Just
You enjoy you some Galena?
But I just didn't expect that much, and it had a lot.
There was a lot going on. Well, we have a project. We won't disclose everything yet because it's not. You'll see it soon. So if you guys want to know exactly why we were out there and all that, stay tuned because we have some fun content we're working on. And yeah, that'll be live soon. So, but the details will be for that later. But the town itself of Galena, we could talk about that and how it was our second time going together.
Yes.
We've been to Galena together before, and yeah, it was nice. It's a very like quaint, charming city, in about 2.5 hours away from downtown Chicago, going towards Iowa.
Yeah, it's just before you get to the Mississippi, right before you cross over the Mississippi River.
Ah, got you.
Yes.
So yeah, it was nice. It was nice. But you know what? We're being rude because before we even get into that, we have to introduce you, Rick Dog. I haven't properly brought you in because. Maybe we get some listeners that are watching. They're like, who the fuck are these people?
What do you mean? Everybody knows who I am. Everybody.
Guys, this is Ricky from the RickDog Network, a.k.a. my partner, a.k.a. the producer on the show, a.k.a. the host and producer of his own show, the RickDog Network, and his Twitch channel. And you guys, this man is such a hard worker, and he does this, okay?
A.k.a. Rick Tani.
Rick Tani.
A.k.a. What was it?
What was the other one?
I can't remember him now. Oh, my God.
So you said Rick Tani.
Yeah,
you said there was another Ricky.
Rick Tani. I don't know. I can't remember now. It's too late.
You know what? The funny thing is your people that follow you on the RickDog Network, they know.
Oh, yeah, the Puerto Rican unicorn.
Well, that's what I call you.
Oh, yeah.
The Puerto Rican unicorn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Well, when it comes to, all this behind the scenes stuff, this is all Ricky.
Yes.
So he's the one that's kind of the reason why we're able to go live, the stream, the quality's great. So, and yeah, we're just happy to have you on the show again. He frequents on, but if you guys are into gaming or sports related topics, Ricky is your person. Slide on over to the Rick Network on Twitch. That's where you reside.
Slide into my DMs.
Follow him on TikTok. So he does go on. He's now going live on TikTok too.
Yes, I'm live right now.
That's right. And hi TikTok.
Hey guys, hopefully it sounds good and looks good.
Are you live on TikTok?
I am.
How?
You would just go with it.
Oh my God, Ricky's so tech. Okay. First of all, I always think that I'm super techie.
Yeah.
But Ricky goes deep into tech. Look about streaming and all the fucking stuff that I'm just all right, it's good enough. Whereas Ricky's nah,
no,
not good enough.
It's just for what I have to do. I have no other choice but to figure all this stuff out. So I was trying to figure out how to go live on Twitch and TikTok at the same time, and it's almost impossible. But I figured out a sneaky little way. Don't tell anybody.
A little loophole.
A loophole. Yeah, it's called a screen share.
Yeah, he's so savvy, guys, so tech savvy. But
so right now,
I gotta.
yeah. So I'm sorry.
Go on.
So right now, I'm just screen sharing through your Twitch onto my TikTok.
Oh my God, that's so smart.
Yes.
He's so smart, guys. Oh my God, I can't. First of all, we have to acknowledge.
What are you at?
I'm gonna do it, guys. It's cold in here. There must be some clovers in the atmosphere. I said, bird. Come on. Come on, guys. Who doesn't know the classique that is Bring It On?
Bring it on.
So yeah, we're dressed today for Halloween.
Yes,
I have on the classique Clover's costume from the movie Bring It On. I was Gabrielle Union's character, even though I don't have a wig or anything this is just me, but and then Rick Dog's got the Bulls on. He's claiming to be Michael Jordan. And so this was our costumes this weekend too, which we'll dive into now. So yeah, we had a really fun weekend. But before we even go into Galena, we have to talk about Friday.
What happened on Friday?
What happened on Friday, Rick Dog?
I don't remember.
What were you in the audience watching, Rick Dog?
I don't remember. What are you talking about? That's a long time ago.
It feels like literally forever ago, and it was mere days ago. You forgot that I performed.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Yes, on Friday. Why do you have to put me on the spot like that? Jesus Christ! That feels like it was fantastic. It's great. No, I feel like an asshole.
You're fine, Rick Dog. I forgot too. We were literally going to talk about Galena for the next hour and forget about that. But let's start with how our weekend started, and that was I did a witchy performance.
We do something different every day.
Yo, I keep this man busy, so let's just put it that way. So yeah, Rick Dog is we're working on this, guys. We have lots of fun things that we do, but I make sure to stay us booked and busy, right, Rick Dog?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, which is good because honestly, you know, I feel like we've grown, both of us, in the sense of like also with this hiatus and strike that you've been on. I feel like you've exercised so many of your like creative muscles, and you're like you just taught yourself so much during this time.
Oh yeah.
You know, you have a project that you did do, but we won't disclose the details because it hasn't been officially like proposed yet and everything. But you guys, he worked on a whole ass show and everything. So super proud of this guy. I really am.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
He's so uncomfortable with the compliments.
Oh, it's terrible.
He doesn't know what
I got
to
one
do.
earlier today. I was just like, I don't take
Why?
that.
What did they say?
Something about, oh, you have a smooth, great voice. I'm like, don't do that. We're just playing basketball here. Don't.
You have a smooth.
Yeah. Take compliments. Well, oh, no shit. Like.
He's so uncomfortable with compliments. It's crazy.
Okay, great.
Well, we had it. So yeah. So Friday came around. So you guys, I was. If you guys are fairly new to our platforms, I'm a pole dancer. I'm a performer.
So am I.
Rick Dog actually has performed before with me. So
That's not true.
You can hold that title, babe.
I don't know about that.
You want to be a pole dancer?
I'm good. I appreciate the offer, and I'll let you do the dancing.
There was one thing we did. We did an Austin Powers routine.
I was Austin Powers,
and I was a fembot, and he was Austin Powers. It was super cute.
Yeah,
you can see it on YouTube.
It was
fun.
There.
Use my link.
But I wouldn't say I did anything on the pole or anything like that.
You did a spin.
A spin, okay.
It was cute. It was
I'm a veteran
cute.
pole dancer. Yes,
he performed.
Fine, fuck it. Cute. I'm putting it, AKA the pole dancer.
AKA Ricky Pole Dancer.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pole dancing and all that, so I usually perform. I don't know. I'll have like a gig or a show that I'll maybe like, you know, honestly, it's been great because little backstory and like pole dancing and stuff like that. Like I've been doing it 9 years. I've been dancing and teaching and performing for 9 years, and I performed with Snoop Dogg. I've performed, you know, with Vic Mensa before. I've performed for his TV show Chicago PD and Southside. I think I was on Fire too.
I don't. PD's not my show anymore. Fuck them.
Chicago Fire.
Fuck Voight. Fuck all them.
Don't say that. He loves them guys. Those are like your friends. Like, get out of here. Go watch Chicago. Guys, please go. Folks out there,
talk shit, though.
Watch Chicago Fire. Watch Chicago PD. Watch Chicago Med. Okay. Those shows are very, you know, they keep our city moving. So we are really appreciative of One Chicago.
Yeah.
So definitely go check out all those shows if you don't already. But yeah, no, when it comes to that, like pole dancing and all that stuff, I have to train because it's like I teach regularly, but to perform on stage and you have to work up your stamina. And so I did some like more intense training in the past, month or so. And so I finally performed, and yeah, it was like I did a performance with this like it was like a witch themed like Halloween show at the Provocateur.
It was amazing. You did spectacular. You know, I'm kind of downplaying, but it was 5 minutes.
Yeah,
coach
me. What do you think?
You did good.
How was it, Rick Dog? Be my coach.
You were nervous, but you did a good job.
You could tell I was nervous
because you're a professional. Yeah, I think you were worried that it was a little longer than usual. 5 minutes. You haven't done this in a while. It was, but you're a professional. Like, and I've seen you do this a lot now. And maybe I take it all for granted, but I was somewhat nervous for you because you were nervous too. But you killed it as usual. It's tough for me to really comment because I was kind of staring through. I always trying to record it and do so much. So I feel like that part of it, like, I'm just so I could tell once it's complete, you did a great job. I'm just happy for you, like that. So, and you killed it, and that's what it looked like through the little camera to me, little phone.
The little phone, little camera.
Yeah, but it looked great. It really. I mean, you could just the crowd was going nuts, and I just kind of tell off the crowd. They tell me everything I need to know.
Really?
Yeah, and they were electric.
So you're saying that you couldn't really like enjoy the performance because you were
recording
a lot of. And throwing dollars at me.
Yeah, because I'm working. I don't get to focus. I'm trying to do, but a lot. But what I could tell is the energy, and the energy picks up, it goes down, and they're like, okay, maybe, and then all of a sudden,
goes back
bam,
up.
Yeah, then that's like, okay, she killed it. And you could tell by the end of it, everybody's happy, roaring, and I'm happy for it, and I'm just happy that you did an amazing job. That's
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
It really was amazing.
I appreciate you saying that. And I appreciate you saying how you hear the crowd go up and down, up and down.
Great. Yeah.
Because that's something that I try to do when I like choreograph. Is like I try to like the whole goal is to like take the followers on like a show of emotions, you know, and so
you felt that.
Right.
Definitely,
you have to like build the audience up for a suspenseful moment, do it, and then ride them on this wave and then up and down. And I feel like if you take people on that wave, then you kind of keep people engaged through the whole time,
Yeah. And then you could feel it at the end, like, hey, there you go. Look at it.
It says, when a stripper adds pole dancing to her routine to get tips, does it bother you? Let's see, hold on.
The art of being used for sexual purposes instead of
fitness. Oh my God, that's such a good question.
Yes.
Thank you. When a stripper adds pole dancing to her routine to get tips, does it bother you that the art is being used for sexual purposes instead of athleticism and fitness? Oh my God, I love this question so much. So we got a question on maybe YouTube, I believe.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna answer this question right now. Guys, I am a huge advocate for sex workers, for strippers. We have to pay homage and we can't shy away from, what pole dancing is also used for. There's pole dancing you can use in many different avenues. Like you can think of it as like ballet, or you can think of it as a fitness apparatus, or you can think of it as a tool that dancers use at strip clubs to make their money. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally myself love when a person gets on the pole and they can express themselves freely, whether that be physical, just more fitness wise, where it's just like tricks and strength based movements, or if it's used as a sexual apparatus for sensuality. And it's really a tool, so, and it's a special apparatus, and the skills that you develop and your personal style are all your own, and no one can take that away from you. You own your own movement, and so it does not bother me at all, when pole dancing and strippers add pole dance. Like it kind of, well, first of all, the first inception of like dancing on poles, there's this sport, and forgive me, the sport in India, it's very hard to pronounce, but there's a sport in India where men would perform on this huge wooden pole, and they do all these athleticism movements. That's pole dancing, you know?
Yeah.
Same shit, different toilet or whatever, so we have to remember that and then, there's always like, Cirque du Soleil. And so honestly, like what bothers me is that this literal pole that goes from the floor to the ceiling has so much stigma around it, and makes people so uncomfortable, when they watch dancers on the pole. And it just, my goal is to open people's minds to this craft, because it is a craft and it's a skill. I've been developing it for 9 years now, and so my job is to make it look easy, but that shit's hard,
Oh, yeah.
It's incredibly hard, and it takes a lot of skill, a lot of strength. And so my heart goes out to all my fellow, pole dancers, strippers, sex workers out there. You know, I love everybody in this industry, and I think that what we do on the pole is just beautiful. Whatever it is that we do. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
Thank you for the question. Who's that?
Yeah.
GZDR
forever.
Thank you for tuning in. And I was surprised when I first met you. I didn't know that you at first. I met you on set, and I knew that, you know, I started to know that you performed and stuff like that. And I just didn't know this side of the world of pole dancing existed. The sports side, I never knew the athletic. So I opened my eyes and I was impressed. I was like, okay, you're a badass. You go around the world. And first, of course, you're intimidated, right, by that your partner or your future girlfriend's going to be a dancer. But then you're like, okay, this is different than what I expected. Then I go see you perform in different venues and stuff like that, and it's okay. This is different. This is more of a sport, and then that was the side of it that I saw. So I was very surprised, even knew that part of it existed. I was impressed, and it was cool, and I respected it from a whole new, you know, from being a former athlete. I know you can't see it now with my guns out. You know, being a former athlete, that's
What did you play?
a lot. Anything I could. I was in high school, baseball, I started football, wrestling, and then I would go into baseball and ran track. So I was 4 sports in high school. And then in grammar school, I played every sport my mom could get me into just to keep me out of trouble. So, I mean, sports is a huge part of my life. And, you know, and I was a coach. I played college football, more college drinking team than anything. So, you know, I was an athlete until about 21, 22 years old. And then, you know, that part of my life kind of changed. But I now I see what you do from a different perspective. And it's awesome. It really is. I have much respect for it.
Thank you, hon.
Oh, you're welcome.
No, Ricky's always been very supportive. I mean, we met that way, so he really can't talk anything like about, you know, it's like you literally met me.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? No, you gotta kind of figure it out, you know.
Like on Chicago, like I feel like one of the moments that I remember, this was when we were like literally in the beginning stages of just like talking, but I was on the show Chicago PD, and they hired me as a dancer, and I was like, your job was to take care of the dancers, so. It was me and a couple other pole dancers that were booked that day.
I think that's what I found out. I was like, oh, shit. No shit. I was like, cause my credit, I was already talking to her before I knew she was a pole dancer. You know, and that because she was background. And then that day we had a pole dancer, and I was in charge of the background. I was like, get the blank out of here.
So I was like, I'm like, be on banana duty.
Yeah, I was on
So he would go and get me my bananas, and I would eat those.
Tony Batata. Banana belt.
But no, I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate the question because
thanks for tuning in.
I think that this is something that, you know, it needs a lot of dialogue. You know, there's a lot of things about like there's a lot of niche, right?
Yeah.
Like activities and communities out there, and so. Well, that's what I love because like this is a niche kind of community and sport and craft. And there's a lot in this community. There's a lot of good, but there's also a lot of bullshit and a lot of bad. So, but just like anything, you're going to have, you know, good and bad.
I was really surprised. Like, so now we've been traveling a little bit over the last few years, over the last 5 years, right? To Belize, to Jamaica, to, you know, places, Portland. Yeah, but I'm just Thailand. But I was surprised that you go to these different places and you find different studios to go. I'm like, okay, this goes all like, all right. Nobody told me that you could go around the world and find and do this and train with other people. I'm like, this is pretty fucking cool.
I think that's something that
I didn't know you could do that. You know?
Yeah, I think that surprises people, right? That, like, well, you know, that's what I was saying. Like, there's all these little like niche, like, sort of, you know, things that people are into. Like, for example, like. My sister's husband is into like disc golfing, like heavy, you know? And so he will go and like go to disc golf courses like all over the world. Whereas like when I started like really traveling heavily, I would go to different pole studios all around the world. You know, that was like my thing. And so hey, listen, to each his own. You
Grab
know what I'm
a
saying?
fucking club.
Oh, chill.
It's because I'm terrible.
And he's bad at it because he can't do it with his shoulder.
Go to the beach.
But anyways, No, I mean it's a skill, and so like yeah, like I love. That's actually one of my favorite things was to go around and like go to different pole studios.
Oh yeah,
and I would
cool.
be in pole studios. I wouldn't speak the language. I wouldn't know what the hell like the instructor's teaching in another language. I would just be going along because at the end of the day, we can all speak the same language, and that is pole dancing. So it was really fun.
It's cool. Yes.
But yeah, it was I performed Friday night, so that was on the 27th, and I performed my first time at this one venue space here in Chicago called Provocateur, and it was really nice. I've never performed with them before. And the venue space was really nice actually. It was like in the Wicker Park area on Milwaukee if you're in the Chicagoland area and you're watching.
Cool. Yeah.
And they hold like monthly pole shows, and so I've seen them before. And like the thing about pole dancing is I've been doing it 9 years, but there was like a hiatus that I took. So like coming out of the pandemic, when I got back to teaching, like I kind of just stayed in my own little bubble. So I just kind of like didn't really know what else was out there. And I will say I'm very proud of my city because when I first started pole dancing, there was no sort of like events or showcases that like I could really perform at, like there was really not that many. Like it was difficult, like gig wise, like you could not find any gigs. And especially someone like myself who, I'm a black girl, I'm thicker, you know what I'm saying? If it was for gigs that pole dancers were getting, they wanted this skinny white, pole dancer. That's all they were even looking for. That's all they even cared about. I remember going on like a audition for this like go-go dancing / performance, agency or whatever. Like they would like book, for like Unbridled and all these downtown, sort of clubs. And I remember going to the audition, and this was like 7 years ago, so I was in really good shape too. And she just like looked me up and down and was like, "Oh, you're juicy," and I was like,
"It's funny."
Yeah, I probably was like 30 pounds even lighter than I am now. So I'm just like, the standards, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, So and the thing is, I can do really amazing things on the pole, like
Yes, you can.
So it's like for you to look at me and see, oh, okay, like you're juicy. I don't think I want you, and it's like, so I'm really proud because there's like all these pole shows coming up and like more places for us to express ourselves and to make money, So that's another thing. Like I was always performing, I wasn't making money. Like now in this new era, like there's shows, people are tipping. It's wonderful.
Well,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we started with that one. But yeah, Rick Dog had a good time. He's always so supportive. And then I drag him the very next day. We wanted to. We're working on this project that we're developing, and part of it was taking a road trip to Galena, Illinois, which they have this annual Halloween parade, which was super cute. Did you know about the Halloween parade?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right? I was like,
oh, I go every year. Yeah. Oh, it's my.
But you did say you've been to Galena.
Oh yeah, I've gone to Galena, but I never knew about. Yeah, I've been to Galena maybe 4 or 5 times in my life because going on road trips, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never knew about it though. Yeah.
You never knew about it.
No.
Yeah, they have this like Halloween parade that they do in their little town square.
Yeah.
And it's super cute.
Yeah, it's a really old. There's an old town in Illinois. It's right on the Mississippi River with a lot of history, and you could feel it when you walk in there. It's a really small. Honestly, I'm telling you, it gave me old San Juan vibes.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
There was only one road in, and the traffic was blocked, and there was. I'm like, how old San Juan? If you've ever been to Galena, I'd be like, okay, I see that. And they had the parade. Everybody came to it. The whole city shut down. People came from everywhere. So I was surprised. Yeah.
And it was cute because the businesses. So the premise was like they shut the town or the square down, and then they through their little town, they actually have like floats.
Yeah. And
like these, and then the floats are made by like the local businesses.
Yeah, but not your normal floats. They go all out.
Yeah, they go all out.
Yeah, flamethrowers. They have no wires or anything like you do in Chicago. So they have full flamethrowers, and they go all out for Halloween costumes and Transformers.
Yeah, there was a float that was like a Transformer theme.
Yeah.
There was like a giant cat. There was like, but then I remember I read on there was like salon, like it was like the local salon that created this like float, and it was like super cute.
Yeah, you could tell this is their one thing a year that they go absolutely all out on, and everybody showed up. There was thousands of people there. It wasn't hundreds of people. There must have been You know?
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, because that whole street is long and it was full, and then everybody
was
rolled
full.
out. So I mean, there had to be 5,000-10,000 people there.
That wasn't that many.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't that many.
guaranteed. I'm telling you,
It was a lot of people.
35 to 40,000 people.
Shut the hell up. You guys, this town is not that big, okay? This is Rick Dog over here. And you saw how it got
I
bigger
can't
as he
estimate.
was talking.
It may be
It went from like 1,000
like-
to 10,000
It looked like
to
the Cub-
40,000.
It looked like the Cubs parade. There was about 100 to 200,000 people there, at least 4 or 5 million
That is
people.
not true. However, they did warn us. We were driving in the square when we got there.
Yeah.
And the guy we were asking,
The
like,
cop,
what
yeah.
time does like the parade start? He's like 7. He's like, but good luck on parking. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like,
Yeah.
because I mean, in that tiny square, there's like not there many places to park your car. So we and Rick Dog actually got really lucky because we had to go back to the hotel, film some content.
Put our
And
outfits-
then, we filmed some content, put our outfits on. We were actually wearing this. Well, mine was a little different, and so was yours. But yeah.
we had tights on because it was cold.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
What? Oh, your pom-poms.
I got my pom-poms, y'all.
I got my 6 rings. I don't have any rings on. So I'm playing right now. 6.
If you're watching, I literally got this outfit, the Clover's outfit, like from Amazon, literally like I don't know, the day before, and then I was like, oh, we need pom poms. You said that you were like,
Yeah.
you need pom poms, and so I went to Party City, and this is just like paper. It's paper. It's like the paper, like
Yeah, like the party, like
the
a-
Party City paper,
Like you
like
put on a table or something.
yeah,
like
that you like kind of hang and stuff. And so I was like, this is perfect. I had the colors and everything.
amazing.
So, shout out to Halloween. It, gets us innovative.
You nailed it.
So, but yeah, it was fun. It was cold, babe. It was
Yeah,
cold.
it's gotten cold here in
Yeah.
the Midwest in Chicago. It dropped down like the weather here in
cold.
40, 50, and then it was 30 once you got.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was terrible. And now it's going to be tomorrow. It's supposed to snow for Halloween. Ah!
I know. The poor babies. Shout out to my niece and nephew who
It's
I
going to
want
toughen them up. I bet you they don't even go out. I would still go out. Would you?
They're going to go out. They're going to get some Halloween candy. They're tough. They're going to get some Halloween candy.
They're not tough.
They
kids.
have their new neighborhood. They want to go around and look at it's going to be fun. I know. I feel bad. I feel like that happens all the time. Like, it's like
does.
the weather's so beautiful in the Midwest, in Chicago, at least that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And then Halloween day, it'll be
Boom.
like shitty
It's
as
supposed
fuck.
to snow
it's like,
tomorrow.
yeah, it's
First
like
snow of the
cold,
year.
rainy,
Consistent.
snow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's how it goes. November 1st usually. Yeah.
True.
It's
True.
just- they picked a bad day for Halloween.
I know, but Halloween's like notoriously like bad weather, and I feel bad for the babies. But yeah, Galena was
Toughen
chilly.
them up a little bit.
It was chilly there. However, there were people that were dressed up. They really got into it. Like everybody's costumes
No,
were
it's cool.
great. Like the footage we were getting as we were like just filming content was awesome. Hold on, we have another question.
There's a. Go ahead. Can you read
There's
it?
so we have another question from GZDR Forever. There's a list going around about where not to take a girl on your first date.
We saw
Have you
that.
seen it? Do you guys agree? Where did you
Yeah.
go on your first date? Oh my God, this is such a cute question.
Yes, it is.
Babe, we were actually listening to shout out to Higher Learning podcast because I was playing that while we were driving to Galena,
I've seen
and this question actually came up on their podcast.
I saw it on something on the ESPN like podcast too. It's
Same?
been brought up.
This is like trending, right? So
Yeah, go ahead.
there's a list, guys. There's a list of like where you should take girls or where you should take a date out on the first date or not, and what's acceptable or not. And the list was egregious. It was like you can't take them on a movie to the movies,
Yeah.
Applebee's. There was like Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, no
there was like no
movies,
bowling.
No ice cream. See, I'm
No
out.
ice cream.
Once
No
you say
coffee.
no ice cream, no coffee. We're not going.
Yeah,
there.
the list was egregious. It was like it
was
was like
too much.
everything. Like it was everything, and which it was funny because on the Higher Learning podcast, Van Lathan and Rachel and Lindsay, they're like fighting it out, and they're like talking about, Van is like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Y'all better freeze your eggs because you finna be alone forever if you care about this list, which I
You
thought was
better freeze
hilarious.
I thought the list went slightly a bit too far, but anytime you have 20? Like
20 different things.
All right,
Yeah, it was like
it's
really
too much. Like, okay, 20. Now it's
It was a lot. It
and
was
then
a lot.
the other question is, where did we go on our first date?
Yeah, so our first date technically was an event you invited me to.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was an event like
he slid in my DMs.
It was like a comedy event, like
No, baby.
yeah.
It was
Leroy's. That was like the.
It was comedy. Wasn't it like a film festival or something?
Yeah, they were up there doing. Well, you never walked in and saw what they were doing, but it was a show.
It was like a benefit.
It was a benefit, but they had comedians, they had musicians,
okay.
they had. So it was a
benefit
whole
show.
thing, and then we went, and then we kind of went to a bar afterwards, right? Yeah. So
he took me to Kingston Mines.
Kingston Mines.
If you're in the Chicagoland area, you know. If you know, you know.
Yes.
I'd never been there to Kingston Mines before. It's like it's a jazz.
Yeah, it's
blues,
a jazz bar. Yeah.
Jazz bar.
The most famous jazz bar in Chicago, actually.
Yeah. And I've never been in there because for me, it was always like, mind you, they're playing like jazz and blues, like, you know, literally like the culture, right? In the sense of, but for some reason, like, every time I would drive past there, it was always a sea of white people going in there. So I was like, I don't know what's in there, but I probably don't think I belong there. So I would never go in. And then I go in with Rick Dog, and it was so fun.
Yeah,
it was like
we had a good
a vibe. Like people were in their vibe. I was like, look at this. This is cute.
Yeah. It was
So
weird.
that was our first date. He slid in because we met on set.
Yeah.
So he was we met on the show Shameless.
Yeah, that was our first experience, but that as far as the list goes, I felt like some of it just went a little too far, and it's a little.
Well, we both agreed that coffee dates and ice cream dates are wonderful.
Yeah.
And so that was on the list, and I was like, that's stupid. Like, I would love that way there's so the coffee date thing would be nice because it's like something light.
We felt like bowling.
Pressure.
Bowling was okay too. Yeah.
An activity where you can have. I thought your idea with bowling was perfect because he's like, yeah, you can have breaks from one another.
Yeah. Take a break, walk away from each other.
Yeah, you can walk away. Like I was like, that's a good point. They said movies were not.
Yeah, well, you can't really talk
which
too
I
much
agree
movies,
to.
yeah.
You can't talk to the person with the movies.
Some of the cheaper, you know, you have to be realistic about. You know what? The way I look at the list realistically, it's like as a guy, you know, you have to be real. Like if you want to have another date, you probably shouldn't go to Applebee's on the first date. So this is on you, guys. They can make the list all they want, but this is like you should.
I mean, it's
use your head.
Yeah.
Do a date that's going to lead to the second date. You know, and I think that ice cream and coffee and I think some of the list went a little too far. That's my personal.
Wait, and then during when we were listening to this, I thought I had a flashback back to what was that show? Half Baked.
Oh, Half Baked.
And when Dave Chappelle is going, where he takes that girl, Rachel True.
Let's go for a walk.
Right, he takes Rachel True, the actress, out for a walk, and he literally has like no money. Right,
Mary
he's like
Jane.
Mary Jane.
Yeah,
and she literally, he's like what? It's showing like how much money he has.
He had like
$7
and 78 cents to start off.
And then he stole money from the fucking like
the bum,
from the houseless person, like, and then he got money back. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
And it gave me anxiety. I was like, y'all niggas really be out here broke as fuck taking girls out on dates.
That was me like when I was 22 years old. Get out of here.
That was that you?
Oh, let's go for thank you. Let's go for a walk. That would be like we want to go for a walk down by the lake.
Let's go for a charming walk.
Get out of here. We could
let's
walk.
go for a charming walk.
A good walk and talk.
However, that shit works.
How about a hot dog? A hot dog?
The hot dog thing was, well, I love hot dog. We went to Gene and Jude's, and that shit was fire. I love a Gene and Jude's date.
There's talk about Half Baked. He gets her a hot dog. Like, she was like a hot dog.
I was like, if it's Gene and Jude's, sure. No, but that shit was hilarious. Like, and how it just gave me anxiety. I was like, oh my god, poor Dave Chappelle. He doesn't have any money for this girl.
We saw the list and we talked about it. We thought it was funny.
Yeah, there was some other there was like, don't take me to Chili's, don't take me to like, what else was there that was
Applebee's.
Pretty? Yeah, Applebee's was a big one.
No sporting events.
No sporting events. Yeah, which what?
Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, if you're sitting first row at the Bulls game, she's not going to be mad.
At all.
It all depends where you're sitting, so I don't want to hear that. No sporting events. Yeah, get out of here.
I mean, the list was very long, and it was just like everything you would actually do and more. Like, and there was a few things like, obviously it says here, okay, there's a shout out to GZDR Forever. Church and the gym was crazy on that list. Who does that? Yeah.
Let's go to the gym. How about, did they have the strip club on there?
Which
is that exceptional?
Oh, they had the
acceptable?
club. Yeah, they had clubs. Yeah, they had all sorts of things. My thing is like, okay, my thing is
church.
like, but what if you meet your partner at church though? What if you meet
your
them
first
at
date
church?
shouldn't be back at church.
Nah. Because
Maybe
you trying to bang. You trying
Sundays.
to
I don't
you trying
think
to
that's-
hit it.
I don't think
in the
that's-
Lord's
I
Lord's
don't
house.
think that's what they're trying to do.
So you want to go? Want to go to church
And then
with
the
me?
gym. The gym's classic. Check.
Now listen, if you're like one of these like sports, these like
The
these,
gym.
these gym buffs, these what do you call these gym heads?
You wanna go to the
You know,
gym
like some people are like that, and be like, yeah, let's go to the gym together. But like first date, you're gonna be sweating and like smelling.
That's bullshit. Because I those you're just trying to show off. That's all you're trying to do. I'm a good Christian. Come to church with me. Oh, I'm strong as shit. Come watch me lift. Oh yeah. Oh. Sorry for hitting.
That's what now you.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I used to do when I was a drinker. That's why I used to the first day. Let's go to the bar. Let me show you my skills.
Yeah, let me show you how drunk I can get. That took him out.
That was fucking. Let me show you how both of those. Just the church and the gym got me right now. That's hilarious.
I mean, listen, like I also though like love a cute story if you're just kind of like, oh yeah, we met while we were just working out together. Like we met,
Yeah,
but I mean, I get
get
it. First date and met and like how you meet are very different. Very different. Yeah. But yeah, you took me to an event. You took me
Yeah.
to like a fundraising
It was kind of a
event.
concert. Like kind of.
It didn't feel like that.
I know it was.
Yeah, it was like a fundraising event.
It was
for one
fundraising.
Chicago. It was for Chicago PD. It was like for like the Chicago shows.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, there were gonna be celebrities there and stuff. And I like listen, like he was like, hey, do you want to, or like like. They're not really celebrities because they're
Voight
really
is not a celebrity.
they're just people, honestly, like you and me.
I mean,
However,
he's gonna punch me if he ever sees this show.
they love you though. They love you.
whatever.
They love you on that
That's
show.
funny.
Shout out to Chicago PD.
Patty.
Shout out to Chicago Fire. Shout out to Chicago Med. We love the Chicago one.
Oh yeah,
we
you have
love
no
them
idea.
here.
Yep.
Like they hold it down for the city of Chicago. So we love all the Dick Wolf
We'd like
productions.
to get back to work too. Shit.
Yes. Oh, by the way, guys,
Yeah.
there's like, the strike. If you guys are not familiar, there's the Hollywood strike that's happening still with SAG-AFTRA. There were some updates in a sense of like, they're still in talks.
Trust
but
me, there's no updates. I got the inside update. There's no updates.
Unfortunately, there's like, they're still working, towards an agreement, but they're saying they're being optimistic that things can be, worked out. So, I mean,
Yes.
it's still a lot of the same.
Well, we still support it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
just-
we're here, I mean, we get it's for the greater good, but at this point everybody's uneasy, like
Right.
everybody's wanting to go back to work at this point.
That's what we do. We
know.
want to make TV. That we want to make shows.
Exactly.
We want to make. That's what we do. And then you guys want to watch it. So
Exactly.
there's that.
Listen, I miss Abbott Elementary. Okay. I need them to the writers are writing now, but we need to film that shit, right? We need Abbott Elementary back. I need that show Silo.
We need.
I need you to give me
We need Samurai.
Samurai.
We
You
need
need
Chief Bowden back.
That's right.
ASAP.
That's right. We need all those characters back. We need the whole Chicago one
Yes.
show. We need to be working. I'm really sad about, some of my favorite shows that got canceled. But of course, with that being said, like South Side, I love that.
Yeah.
That was being filmed here in Chicago too. The Bear, that's a
that's a
local
good one, yeah.
show filmed in Chicago,
They didn't
too.
cancel that one, did they?
Hell no.
Oh, well, you led with them.
No. I'm just saying that these are the people that need to get back to work so we can continue to watch.
The Bear is good. The Bear
is really good.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the show The Bear, it's really good. So
solid.
yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for these questions. Like we
Yes.
really appreciate them.
It. This is our first engagement here on the
Yeah, shout out to you,
Kimbology
GZDR forever.
Monday Night Live. Make sure you follow along, Kimbology.
Yes. TikTok, I see you guys. Much love to you.
She's just getting her Twitch career started. She's going live every Monday, 8:30.
That's right. Even though they don't really love me on Twitch.
Kimbology.
Rick Dog loves Twitch. He's got the Twitch thing down.
Yeah, the Rick Dog.
I honestly on TikTok when I just teach pole, that's usually my thing.
Hey, thank you for following. We appreciate you.
Thanks for
thank you.
following.
Now you'll get the
Shout out to-
reminder the next
I
time
love
around.
that. Do they hear that sound?
Yes. I put
Oh my
it,
God. Did you guys hear that little ding 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 ding? That's cute.
I set it up. That's the stream. That's all that damn work I do on the
Rick
stream.
Dog, guys, Rick Dog be doing it, okay? He be doing
It's
it.
not easy to do.
Yes, it's. We appreciate you. You do a really good job. Rick Dog, what do you think?
Thank
Do you
you,
want to take
thank
a
you.
little quick smoke break?
Yeah, we'll take a
And then
little
when we
5
come back,
minutes.
I
Thank you.
wanted to do some like
Quick.
fun like Halloween stuff when we get back. Like we want to talk about Halloween movies when we get
Okay,
back with Rick
Halloween
Dog.
movies.
Okay,
Sounds great.
we're all dressed up in our gear. Why not do some
All right.
Halloween stuff? Okay,
Be back.
We'll be back. We're gonna take a quick smoke
Stay
break.
tuned.
Stay tuned. And we are back from our break, and it's time for meditate, masturbate, and or medicate. Today we're doing a meditate segment. We're gonna go deep in the brain, talk about fun Halloween movies. Yay!
Hey.
I love doing movie reviews with you, Rick Dog.
Why?
Cause this is like what you do, babe. Do you want to show the guest that we have on right now? Want to get the guest? You guys, look, it's our son. It's our son George. Hey, look at Georgie, guys. Shout out to Georgie. Ow.
Sure.
Ow.
You
Ouch.
bitch, you.
Ouch.
Georgie.
Ouch.
George.
Georgie.
George.
Get up. Georgie, look, it's Tito. Georgie, ow! George, be nice.
don't fight with him.
This is our cat. This is our cat son, Georgie, a.k.a.
He's probably hungry if he's biting.
Oh, he's probably hungry.
We should have fed him. Georgie, see if you're
Yeah. See if we'll get you some food in a little bit, my love. Our cat's like, feed me. Yeah. So this is George, guys. So he normally loves walking on this little ledge thing, but like when we're recording, it's because our voices, like he's so soothed, he just falls asleep normally. Right, baby?
Yes.
And then we got Tito. Shout out to Tito in the back. We got this our Tito, our new mascot,
Tito's.
the skeleton.
Scully.
But yeah, so looks like George is gonna join us too. Hey.
Hey, Georgie.
So so favorite Halloween movies and
God.
or triggering ones, whatever you want to look. So Rick Dog, do you have a Halloween movie or theme or a scary thriller that you want to bring up first?
All right, scary movies. I not huge on scary movies because the movie It kind of just ruined it for me. Ever since then, I just don't do them. I don't know.
Are you afraid of clowns? Like, is that like a fear?
No,
like
clowns.
all clowns?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes. They just freak me out. And it's because of the movie. It's not.
So the movie triggered it,
Yep.
started it.
Oh yeah, it was all the movie. That
Damn.
movie ruined me.
Georgie, sorry,
He's okay.
our cat wants to come and join.
Yeah, must have been. When did it come out? We looked this up. I was like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Like
when you first saw it, yeah.
Oh yeah, and ever since then, that movie absolutely terrified me for the rest of my life. And then I really, honestly, since then I really haven't taken scary movies seriously ever since.
There's not really like because I did this kind of with Beck Dog too, and
yeah.
you know but I love hearing everybody's perspective on scary movies too. I love it. And when it comes to like scary movies, I like when they're well made. I like when they're like, I don't know, like. And then I forgot to mention a scary movie last time with Becky, but 13 Ghosts.
Oh, that's a good one,
guys.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you guys remember the movie 13 Ghosts?
Yeah, you know what? It's weird because that's kind of my problem is that I like movies with good scripts, and most 90% of scary movies are absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But 13 Ghosts, you know, there's been some good ones. Even those scary movies, not bad. Even like Blair Witch, for some reason, I found to be entertaining. Like the mystery, any scary movie that kind of has, any movie that kind of has, you know, some mystery behind it that you never really see. This, you know, I like the creativity behind those. Anything that lets your mind kind of do the work for you. And Stir of Echoes was really.
Yeah, he's been wanting me to watch Stir of Echoes.
Oh, you never
guys.
seen it? Oh, Stir of Echoes, and then Blair Witch. I meant to say Blair Witch. Blair Witch Project is the one that really messes with your mind. You never really
Blair Witch.
Yeah, you never see it, and that gets you through the whole movie. That your own fear plays against you. So.
Yeah,
the
honestly.
Final Destination movies. That's what.
Oh yeah,
those are good.
Shout
yeah.
out to you, GZDR Forever. He's you like the Final Destination movies. Yeah, those got me. I feel like it's ingrained in me.
Yeah.
That scene where the truck has all those those logs.
Yeah, I know.
And then it gets loose, and then I was like, yo. And then the plane.
It's weird, man, because when that movie first came out, I absolutely loved it. Now that I'm older, I was like, I could live without that shit. You know?
What, Final Destination?
Yeah.
It's too triggering.
Yeah, like I don't
It's
know.
like, oh, that shit can actually happen.
I've turned into a.
Yeah, but no, okay, listen, guys. 13 Ghosts with, come on, 13
That's
Ghosts.
a good one. That's a good one. You're
With Matt Dillon, like,
Solid.
and that house, that fucking
yeah.
house, it was like all glass. It was beautiful. So like my tourist ass was like, oh my God, this house, oh my God. And then when there was fucking ghosts that were like locked in the basement, and then there was like all this like every time they would like unlock a key or one door would open, then there was like it was starting this clock, and then all the other ghosts were gonna be released.
That was well written.
It was so good.
There's a good story behind that, which you rarely find.
Dude, I was like, yo, they need to make like more movies. Like I wanted to like, and then there was an idea I saw on like Reddit or something where people are like, yo, they need to do the movies where they have the 13 ghosts, but like from off like going into the storyline of all the monsters, like the jackal, like how the you know, like that crazy ghost, the jackal, like how did that motherfucker get all crazy, you know? So what's that really story? Cool, you know, there was the chick that was naked with the fucking knife, like I was like, what's her story? I need to know. Like, tell me, please explain why she's walking around naked with a knife, looking crazy.
Not the chick with the dead titties.
Yeah, the dead titty chick. Like I think I was like, I need to know what's going on, you know? So like,
but you look.
But you look. If you guys know that reference, you're a real one. That's from Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah.
That's another thing. Me and Rick Dog are obsessed with Bad Boys. We love the movie Bad Boys.
You know the movies that I don't mind are like the old school, like the Michael Myers, Halloween.
I was gonna say, look, like a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Those I
Michael
appreciate.
Myers.
Those '80s movies, the original.
You
ones.
like those?
Yeah, I don't mind them. I don't mind going on the Friday the 13th trip just around Halloween. I appreciate the goofiness and the silliness, but you have to really understand that the movie's not that good and that there's going to be bad acting and it's going to be, but you have to. It's almost you have to respect that.
Yeah.
The Friday the 13th. Very similar. All those movies, the Chuckies.
The
Leprechaun, the first few Leprechaun.
Yeah, you guys remember that?
Oh, those fucking movies were terrible.
So terrible.
But we
so
loved
good.
it. We couldn't wait.
Loved them.
We couldn't wait for Leprechaun. Oh,
my
Leprechaun
God.
3's coming. Leprechaun 14's coming out.
Leprechaun in space. Yes, I love this one. Like what?
Yeah.
Leprechaun in space.
They were
What are they
funny.
doing in space?
At some point, we got obsessed with them. Like.
Yeah. We went a little. Listen, it was OD. It was
the Texas
a little much.
Chainsaw Massacres.
Those
are classics.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, I was gonna say. You know what I really appreciated though, like newer renditions of horror thriller.
Yeah.
But like smart. Like I think that A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Was so good.
I agree.
Remember that one where his daughter was deaf?
Yes.
And you know, this was this was actually what's his name? Jim from
Jim
from The Office, which is not his real
Harper.
name. His name is
That's his name.
That's not his name.
That's his name, Jim.
That's his name on
From
The Office. What's his name in real life?
In real life, Jim from The Office. The reality show.
You guys know who we're talking about, right?
I don't know his real. I don't know anybody's. We know who he's. There he goes. John Krasinski.
Thank you. Oh my God! Shout out to the listener, to the follower. Yes, you're the best. I'm over here struggling high as shit. John Krasinski.
I was ready to move on. I was like, we know. Who
Yeah,
we're
quite
about.
literally was ready. No, John Krasinski. He wrote. He directed this movie with his wife Emily Blunt too.
It was good.
And they were starred in it, and it was so good and so well made. So I love and appreciate those, because also it just kept me like my heart going. Like I was like, oh my god, like what are they gonna do next? Like,
how about a movie like The Sixth Sense?
Yeah, those are classics.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, because you the whole entire time you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I would say? What we really got into together was hi Georgie.
He wants to eat so bad.
Yeah, he's hungry. He's like, when the fuck are y'all feeding me?
Well, we're almost.
No, but what you call it? The movie Split.
Oh yeah.
And Unbreakable,
Good.
Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
That whole like trilogy of like those three characters and how they kind of how they like are connected in a way,
It
and
was good.
that God man,
Those were all well written,
and the
those
acting,
are kind of some spookiness too. I guess those could go into this,
like horror thriller.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Do you remember that creepy movie Orphan?
I don't watch those movies.
Orphan, how
No.
there's this little girl that pretends to be a little girl, but she's like a grown ass crazy woman or some shit.
I'm good. No.
What about Hellraiser?
I didn't do the Hellraiser.
I never did either.
Hellraiser was kind of freaking
This
me
dude
out.
got
He had
pins
the
and shit.
pins in his head.
No, I'm good. I
That
don't
shit
need to
was
see
scary. Hellraiser was
Death Becomes Her was like super cult followy.
That was a good movie.
And I watched it we watched it together like maybe a few years ago, and I didn't really. I was like,
that was a good movie when it first came out.
Yeah,
Because that had Bruce Willis, right?
I think yeah.
Anything with Bruce Willis, I was in it.
Oh, The Ring is so good.
Hostel. He's got Saw, Scream, Hostel. Sorry.
Scream is a classic.
assuming.
I like scary movies better though. Like
yeah.
scary. I like the scary movies. How they like did a like.
Yeah.
So I actually forgot about the movie Scream and was like, wait, scary movie. Like it's so much funnier. But Scream.
Sorry for assuming. I always say
Oh, their gender? Yeah. They,
I
them.
apologize. I get
No,
in
you're
trouble for
good.
that on my show too.
Oh yeah, gendering. Yeah,
I'm like, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
It's one of those things that's gonna bring us as a condition.
Yeah.
Like I say guys a lot, and I'm trying to say that I'm trying to stop doing that too. I'm trying to say folks instead. So
Hostile. Hostile is a good one.
Hostel freaked me out too because like I stayed at a lot of hostels.
Yeah, the traveling ones get me.
Yeah, like this movie like around hostel. I was like, no.
Saw?
I have a big problem with Saw. I have a beef
I don't
with
think I've
Saw
ever watched
because
them. Good.
Saw is so sadistic to me. Like
it's
you
too
telling me
much.
there's a motherfucker out here who's like taking people, trapping them into fucking places, and they have to do fucked up ass shit to survive.
You
Like
kind of have like, what about Silence of the Lambs? Does that go on?
that's a classic.
Yeah, but how's that any different from fucking
From
Saw?
Saw? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Eh,
They're
it's the
so
same.
different.
Eh.
Well, oh, you mean like it puts the lotion on his skin or
They're
else it gets
both
the
just
hose
as
again?
sadistic. Just gonna be honest with you. You
Yeah,
just
I
like
mean,
the
I guess
acting better in one.
It was just it was giving Oscar worthy performances.
Fantastic eating of the body.
Shut up, RickDog.
Disgusting. Out of here.
No, he's not wrong.
Silence of the Lambs
Saw
got me
pissed
too.
me off though, because I'm just like when I like had it like you have to like literally like saw your leg off and shit. I was like, I don't need to see this.
Yeah.
I'm good. And then Saw 24. Come on, guys, we are done. Make 1, 2, or 3, 4. I'll give you 4.
Yeah.
After 5, my nigga, like cut that shit out. It's like this is a TV show. This is a limited series. This is not no movie. God damn it. This is fucking no. This is a continuation.
The one I will say is I know that I talk about it all the time is Stir of Echoes, and I'm gonna make you. That's the one I'm gonna.
You guys,
send
you
out.
want me to watch this?
No, I'm not giving it. I'm sending this.
Kevin
out
Bacon is
to
in
the,
it.
Kevin Bacon's a very good actor.
I don't like him.
You don't have to like him. He's an actor. That's part of the
don't know
deal.
why.
You're supposed to not like certain acters. That makes him a good actor.
I don't know why I have beef with Kevin Bacon. but I
Kevin
just
Bacon
don't like him.
in Stir of Echoes, filmed in Chicago, and when at a time where movies really weren't filmed in Chicago in like the early to late 90s, is a very good movie. Stir of Echoes,
I'll
and
watch
it's scary.
it. I'll watch it.
Scary.
The Purge. Did
Based
you
on
ever did you ever get into The Purge?
I don't do the purges.
Yeah.
I need these new kind of after like 2000. Like I just haven't watched these Saws, the Purge. It's just too much.
Ooh, do you remember Sleepy Hollow?
I do. It was good.
With like Christina Ricci and Johnny Depp.
Solid.
Throwback.
Mhm.
We should watch that back.
You
Can we
could
find
watch
that later? I want to watch Sleepy Hollow.
Only if we watch Stir of Echoes first.
God damn it. Yes, I guess. Whatever we find that's free and not we don't have to rent.
Okay.
Ghostbusters, that's not scary.
But it's a good
It's not.
it's a good
it's not
Halloween
scary,
movie.
though.
It's got a ghost.
Yeah, but it's Edward Scissorhands was considered scary. I liked Edward Scissorhands.
It scared me when it first came out, but it was good. Because I
It was
was
good?
young. I was like 8 or 9. Creeped
When
me
it came
It
out?
was a little creepy. Yeah, but then
Did
it
you like
grew
the
on me.
Carrie movies?
Yeah, I'm not big on Carrie. Like I
Oh,
watched them a lot, and you know what it is? These came on too much on when you're like in '90s on HBO. That would come on all the
Which
time.
one? Carrie?
Carrie.
Oh,
Like,
so you were
all right.
carried out.
Candyman. Oh, that's another good one. Candyman.
Candyman was scary, but I only watched that for the first time like a few years ago.
Oh,
I
it
never
didn't-
watched it
doesn't
when I was
hit the
younger.
same. When it first came out,
Hey, it's
that
your friend.
Don't do that. Don't show me that. I hate when people do that too. And they just throw the fucking clown in my face like that. It's
He
not
hates
funny.
it.
I
He
can't,
hates
I
it.
can't. It's not funny.
Ew. Children of the Corn.
That was a good one.
Children of the Corn. Like my dad recorded.
That's good.
Do you
Yeah.
remember when you
Pet
would,
Cemeteries?
Do you remember when you could record TV on a VHS,
Yeah,
guys?
I
Are you
did
that old?
pretty
If you're
kid.
watching, you don't remember that, then she's too young for you, bro.
I did that all the time. I
when
lived off
back
of
in the
that.
day, my dad recorded like cable TV or whatever for us, and we had it on a VHS. Children of the Corn was which one he watched. Or he recorded it, and we would watch, and that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
That and Pet Cemetery kind of
Pet
came
Cemetery. I read those
the
books
same
too by
time.
Stephen King. Shout out to Stephen King.
out.
Whew, those were
Stephen
good.
King. Yeah, he's the best, right? Him and
I mean-
Alfred Hitchcock. So you go back. Do you ever seen a movie like Psycho? That was like the original.
Oh, the OG one.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Psycho. It's good.
I like
Psycho's a good movie.
Which is the one with the guy not the
Old
Batman
boy.
guy. Where's the
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Not be. Oh well, Beetlejuice. I just watched that. We watched
Yeah.
that actually. We were at the hotel and I watched that the other day.
Which Batman guy? There's a lot of Batman stuff.
The good one that we like, the Batman. What's his name in real life? The guy that the actor. That
Oh,
plays,
the guy who talks like this.
yeah.
I don't know his real name. I don't know.
Candyman.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. He played in American
that's
Psycho.
not his name, Christian Bale. But that's that. I know who you're talking about. American Psycho.
American
yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah, that was. A
Oh
good
yeah,
movie.
American Psycho. Yeah, GZDR forever. Yeah, I just thought of this American Psycho. Though that shit, I loved that movie.
That movie's good. That movie's really
but it
good.
was really because I was like, okay, this is like kind of cute, but like kind of creepy, and he was just like,
extremely creepy.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy. That's the one thing that always.
he was that
Creeps.
shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
And he got away with it. Let's see what else is on this list. Why is
There's some
Hubby
good ones that
Halloween
I-
on this list? That is not scary at
Some
all.
good ones I haven't thought about.
Which one?
No, that was we talked about some good ones that I haven't thought about or talked about in a long time.
Dude, there's some like it's funny because it's like that's why I still because that's the thing going forward now. Like Rick Dog has zero interest in any scary movies, and I'm just like,
'Cause they're
come
not
on,
good.
like let's
They're
watch
not
a
good.
few,
Don't
like
give me
you
that
know,
shit.
like
Don't.
let's watch this, let's
Listen
watch
to
it. And
me.
he's just like,
I don't like.
nah.
It's a problem because I don't like movies that don't have a good script, and 90% of scary movies are made to have a bad script, and it's just like I can't do this. Or then it's bad acting. That's two strikes and you're out. Bad
Yeah.
script, bad acting. I'm out.
He is like not trying to like watch it. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
so if you're gonna make a scary movie and you have a good script and you got good acting, then I'm in. But you have to do some work around here. You can't just throw some shit up against the wall and expect me to watch it.
I mean that's the thing. Like I mean, what's it like? What's
Am I
it?
wrong?
No, but I
movies
do
are
think
terrible.
though that the newer genre of like really good horror is like Jordan Peele.
Yeah,
And,
those
like,
are
Nope,
good. Those are good
You know,
movies.
and like Us. You
I
know,
watch those. Those are good movies.
Yeah,
good
those
script,
were really good.
Good
Those would be
acting.
like for you what you can handle because that shit
Yes.
is triggering as fuck.
Yes.
Scary.
Good.
But yeah, all the hauntings. You know, the haunting in
Hauntings.
Connecticut, haunting. You know.
What about Jeepers Creepers?
Oh my God, Jeepers fucking Creepers, guys.
That's a good one. Jeepers Creepers.
That's a phenomenal one. I have so many fond memories off that movie. It's so weird. Like I used to watch that growing up, and then that motherfucker scared the shit out of me because that truck.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah, he
truck.
would fucking follow him on this truck, and you're just like And then when he like had wings and shit, and he just flew out.
That was a lot. Don't ruin it. Just in case people haven't seen. I'm just joking.
Guys, if you ever heard of the Mothman?
Mothman, another good one.
Oh, the Mothman prophecies.
Yeah, Mothman.
Yeah.
good.
Annabelle. I never got into Annabelle.
Eh,
I never
those-
watched
you could
that.
live it.
Oh, The Grudge was pretty good.
Grudge is good. You got the Omens and the Exorcist.
I never watched The Omen.
Yeah, we used to have to like watch
Exorcist, I don't really
the
like.
Grudge and the Ring. Yeah,
I love The Ring and The Grudge.
those
Like
are
that,
good.
that type of
Those are
like
good.
Alien. Is that considered?
Alien. Yeah, I guess, but that's not really.
Oh, we were trying
Scared
to.
me.
Remember, we were trying to watch this the other
Poltergeist.
day.
Yeah.
The Descent.
Uh huh.
And there were these chicks.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah,
I
The
remember.
Grudge, The Ring,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shit, the classic. I literally watched The Ring so many times. I was like repeating it by heart. I loved that movie. It was weird because I was so scared of it. I had to watch it over and over again.
Thank
to
you,
make myself-
everybody, for tuning in. We have a few people stopping in.
Yeah, hi, thank you.
Live
Come on in.
every Monday night,
That's right.
8:30 here on Kimbology
Central.
Time.
The Descent.
Sweet Home Chicago. Oh, The Descent.
No, but that was the movie where these chicks were in a
Oh,
cave.
yeah. Oh,
And then
no.
we couldn't. Me and Rick Dog literally we could not watch it. We had
That
to
was
turn it off.
terrible.
Because they were like going in this cave. It was a bunch of chicks, and then they got their ass stuck in the cave. And I was like, I have anxiety and claustrophobia watching this right now.
I was like started itching myself.
Literally, I was like, why
The
am I watching
second
this right
it
now?
came out, I was like, oh God. Why?
That
she's-
was so
I'm
triggering
like,
for
she's
us.
gonna get stuck.
And then she got stuck.
She's gonna get stuck. She's got stuck. And it's like, change this.
Yeah, we both we're like, okay, we're out of this. Insidious. Did you ever get into Insidious?
No, I never saw it.
A family realizes their youngest son is being held captive by a sinister spirit.
I
and
don't do blue kids. No.
I don't do blue kids.
No. Any movies with blue kids.
Blue kids. The Nightmare on
Or
Elm Street.
The crab.
Did you ever watch the Amityville Horror?
Yeah.
A couple
but
moves into a Long Island home that was previously the site of a gruesome mass murder. The house becomes a living nightmare when dangerous spirits descend. Ooh, creepy. Do you ever watch like American Horror Stories? Do you ever get into any of that? Did you ever get into that series?
I never got into it. I've watched bits and pieces, but it wasn't my thing.
Okay, because I'm like there were some really
like
better seasons than others.
I'm honestly more of a comedy and action, and I only watch scary movies around this time of the year. That's it.
Yeah, you got to get into it.
I need the time of year to watch something. So
yeah, that's the thing. He won't want to watch scary movies at any other point.
Nope.
He's like, no. And so my little brother, he has a like this like routine where he gets up on Sunday mornings and then he watch horror movies Sunday
every
mornings.
morning. Well, that's
because
cool.
it's kind of like honestly, I kind of like his mentality because it's like, okay, well, it's Sunday morning. Like, what can go wrong? So then that's the time to watch like a scary movie because I'm not watching one at night before I go to bed. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I don't have dreams anymore, so.
Yeah, Ricky doesn't dream, guys, at all.
It's only because I smoke.
But I smoke and I dream. I have vivid dreams.
Well, everybody's different.
Paranormal Activity scared the shit out of me.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity scared the shit out of me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Those are scary. Those are legit.
Oh, we were recently watching this, and it kind of looks stupid. It was called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It was based off those like books.
I'm good on those.
The kids' book series
what about
was turned.
Tales from the Crypt? You ever seen that one?
Yeah, Tales of the Crypt is classic.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Well, the Twilight
the
Zone. The Twilight Zone. Did you ever watch the Twilight Zone?
Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah, like
Kidding
those
me?
were classics because like the creepiness behind it, you know, and the eeriness. You know what the Twilight Zone is? Black Mirror is like our version of the Twilight Zone. It's like the current Twilight Zone.
I guess you're right. I guess when you put it that way. Yeah,
it's very much that. Black Mirror is the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. David Duchovny.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
David
come on, listener. I know you. Oh, Donnie Darko. I love that
That's
movie.
a good
Donnie
movie.
Darko.
I always say, you introduced me to that movie. It was the first time I ever
watch it.
witnessed.
Let's watch it. Let's watch
No,
it.
I've seen that movie. You watch that like every other
Damn
fucking
it.
day.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a
I
little
love
too
Donnie
much.
Darko.
It's a
I'm going to
little
watch it.
Knock yourself out.
He's like, I don't care. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
No, these movies,
It's
guys,
depressing.
are like.
That movie's depressing.
It's like a fun. It's like I live for like the music
depressing,
and like the fucking
I
like
don't hear the music.
beauty behind the imagery.
And another thing is I'm not that big into 80s music, so it's like I'm passing the
it's
whole
like
thing.
Like I love certain 80s classics, like The Breakfast Club classic. I can watch that over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not a Breakfast Club guy either.
You don't like the movie The Breakfast Club?
I'm not as. I watched it when it came out. I respected it, but everybody was in love with it. I'm like, I don't have to put it on. It's because people put that movie on every single day and watched it over and over and over.
Good.
Whether it was one of my cousins or a friend.
Oh, they like it too?
Yeah, like it was a class. I'm like,
classic.
okay, can we move on from The Breakfast Club? We've seen it 748 times.
Wow, Rick Dog feels away, guys. Feels
What's
away.
It's
Feels away about The Breakfast Club.
I don't like 80s movies like that.
The 80s movies.
Except for,
I like that movie and then 16 Candles.
Yep. Nope. Could live without 16 Candles.
Yeah, those were good. I
Not
like
scary.
It's not. You're right. It's not scary. Honestly, like.
Yes, it is. I guess.
But I love like the Hannibal series. Those are one
all
of those
good,
are
yeah.
like
Yeah.
one I love. I don't know why, but that's just like really holds. I just love it. It's just so fascinating to me. And then like usually like the way it's filmed and everything. And then of course Anthony Hopkins, iconic. But yeah.
Oh, the best.
Yeah.
The best.
But is there
The
any other
goat.
movies? I feel like that's it. I feel
Oh,
like
we've
that's-
named every scary
Yeah.
movie there ever was.
Yeah,
we
was-
did it.
that
We did
was
it for the people.
fun.
Thank you for tuning in.
That was amazing.
That
Rick
was
Dog's
fun.
like, let's go.
No, I'm just kind of. I want to feed George.
George, he loves this cat. That is, when I tell you that
Ever
this
since
cat,
I saw that he was hungry, I've been distracted.
he's like, I have to feed my son. Like, fuck you guys. Well, on that note, guys, we have to go feed Georgie.
we do.
Appreciate you guys. Smile. Smile, Lights Out. I've never saw the movie Smile, and I never saw
We'll
Lights
check it
out.
out. How about we watch one of
We'll
those
watch
tonight?
we'll check it
thank
out,
you.
though.
Thank you so much. You
Thank you
made
for
the
the-
show.
Yeah, thank you for your
For
engagement,
M.
TikTok and Twitch. We
Oh,
appreciate you guys watching.
Fantastic. We'll be back.
We'll be back next Monday at
Kimbo
8:30
will.
Central. I will be back, so tune in.
I'll
and
do the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, and then if you guys are watching me on TikTok, tune into my lives. I will be training tomorrow, so you can tune in. Find me on TikTok too, so you guys can watch me train and teach classes at the studio. And yeah, watch the RickDog Network on the RickDog Network. That's on Twitch.
6 championships. I'm the greatest.
Yes,
I'm
he
the GOAT.
plays. Tell you what do you play on the show?
Oh, what do I do? I'm playing
What do you do?
basketball. That's why I'm playing NBA 2K every morning.
Right now, currently,
I'm
right?
addicted to basketball right now, trying to get my little character to be as good as everybody else. But these 12-year-olds are crossing me over, dunking
He feels
on
away.
me. It's tough. No, I've been playing good. I'm 15-13, playing NBA 2K in the mornings. People enjoy it's growing. My shows, people enjoy watching me play basketball. If I'm not, I'm playing Madden. If not, during baseball season, I'll play baseball. I got a little Spider-Man in it, but mostly sports. But it's entertaining. You get to listen to my announcer's voice, and people really enjoy it. So that's what it's for. Yep, that's what I do.
You guys have to go check out his show. He does have a soothing voice. People often would just leave him on and they get ready for work or school. Yes. He just has one of those perfect radio announcer broadcasting soothing voices. So yeah, go check out the RickDog Network.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, we appreciate you. Make sure you, if you haven't followed us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, all the things, Facebook as well. And see you guys next week. Bye. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye, TikTok.
Have a good night. Peace.
See ya. Georgie says bye too.
We're out of here.
Bye. Brr. It's cold in here.
We did it. I can't find the mute.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
Yeah, I could check right
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate,
I will be going
masturbate,
live tomorrow.
medicate.
I'm going to go in the studio. I have to figure out some training stuff. What's up, you guys? How you doing? I have the podcast. I'm on the podcast right now.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
See you guys out there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check it out.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
Should we end it? Should we end the stream?
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
meditate,